West was known for their annual Czech Labor Day festival and to commuters stopping on I-35 for kolaches. Now, they're known for something much bigger. The blast killed 15 people, injured 200, and destroyed 161 homes. Looking around, you can see many construction crews rebuilding homes, trying to return the area as much as possible to the way it was before April 17th. An estimated $200 million worth of damages occurred when the fertilizer plant blew up. Commercial and government property, along with homes and schools, were lost. Mayor Tommy Mushka says he had to learn a lot more about streets, sewage systems, and water since the blast, but he also now knows how resilient the residents of West are.
You see the humanity in it and the beauty of people giving and wanting to help. And so, you know, I know it's a disaster, but there's a lot of positive things that's come out of this.
The streets in the north end of town are severely altered and unrecognizable to those who grew up in West. The city park is just seesaws and overgrown grass. A white cross is planted across the street from the fertilizer plant in memorial of the first responders who died. All that's left of the nursing home is a few parking spaces and the brick skeleton of an old sign. Nursing major and displaced West resident Brooke Keel says her parents have been living with her aunt and uncle since their home was destroyed and will continue to stay there until their new house is completed.
It looks different every time you go back. You know, this summer when I left to come back here, there was just lots. There was nothing. Everything had been demolished and everything, you know, just piles of dirt and rocks. But now there's a lot more construction and, you know, everybody's getting back to the rebuilding process.
The recovery is ongoing and volunteer driven. Zone 3, the area closest to the blast, has empty lots up and down the block, but those lots will soon be for sale and available to families wanting to move into town. Rise Up has been the slogan of this town since April, and there are definite signs that West, my hometown, will do just that. For Bobcat Update, I'm Kayla Urbanovsky. Whisper is a social media app unlike any other. It allows users to post anonymous secrets online by placing text over pictures and then uploading them. It also maps the phone's GPS to let the user know how close, in miles, other storytellers are. Whisper resembles a Facebook page called Texas State Confessions. Junior Michael Vielma says it's a great tool for students to find a voice.
It can be beneficial to people that are struggling with some type of problem.
Users don't have a public identity on the site, which helps students post how they're feeling without the worries of judgment from their peers or rude comments from readers.
It's an app that more actually wants to help you other than just simply social media for fun, you know, like Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, tagging people and whatnot. It's much more for a good cause.
For the social media oversharers, Whisper may be the new home for them to post secrets and to relate to other students who may be going through the same things. It can be downloaded on Android and Apple phones. For Bobcat Update, I'm Kayla Urbanovsky. In college, to save money, you first need to manage it. It's easy to go out to eat and ignore your depleted bank account, but that can result in overdraft bank charges. Renting textbooks or using library resources can help in holding down costs and perhaps leave you with more money to spend elsewhere. Campus ministries offer free lunches during the week that can help hold down food costs. Or you can pack your own meals from home. Senior education major Rachel Lakeups says she sometimes leaves her debit card at home on purpose. Doing so helps her overcome the impulse to buy new clothes.
When I first came to college, my parents bought me a printer and I never used it because printing is free on campus. It's included in my tuition, or in all of our tuitions. So I love that. I don't have to pay for paper, I don't have to pay for ink, and it's available all over campus.
Money struggles for students also come from nights spent bar hopping and paying covers to see bands play. To save money, students could go less often or perhaps attend free concerts when they're offered. Gas prices are falling, but driving can still be costly. Alternatives exist that can cut costs. For example, take the tram instead or walk to campus. Texas State accounting major Joe Hill Rivera says that he asks himself multiple times if he absolutely needs something before he buys it.
There's actually a ton of theater events that come really discounted if you like theater. Music events that come free. There's an art gallery, and just any sports games and stuff, it comes with being a student at Texas State.
There are many ways to save money. You can see movies at the Dollar Theater or watch TV shows online at such websites as Hulu.com. That's cheaper than buying full-price tickets or paying for cable subscriptions. For Bobcat Update, I'm Kayla Urbanovsky.
It can be a challenge for many students to handle the pressures associated with college living. There are jobs, schoolwork, and perhaps a social life to juggle. Texas State freshman Megan Hussey says time management is something she struggles with.
It's really like the time management and getting to class on time and getting everything and studying for these crazy tests that we're having.
Stress affects students in many ways, whether you're doing last-minute studying, trying to catch the bus, or just waiting in line for a bite to eat. The Texas State Counseling Center is offering free workshops to help students combat stress in their daily lives. Dr. Joanne Salas says the workshops can help students fight stress by addressing negative thought processes and finding effective ways to deal with them. On campus, students can take breaks between classes to relieve their stress at places like Starbucks. Or if they need a nap, they can catch some Z's at Boco's. Mu Sigma Nu member Anthony Azell says he de-stresses by playing music.
If I ever feel like I'm overwhelmed with stuff to do, I'll like sit down, play a little guitar, watch a movie or something. You gotta have some me time, you know.
If you're struggling with stress, you can attend one of the Counseling Center's workshops in LBJ. For more information, visit counseling.texasstate.edu. For Bobcat Update, I'm Callie Conley.
For the first 2 weeks of school, students without parking permits were allowed to park in the commuter parking lots without receiving a ticket. Now, any student wanting to park anywhere on campus must have a parking permit. These permits can be bought in the Parking Services building, where there are also many pamphlets explaining rules and regulations of campus parking. To save time, the permits may also be purchased online. Some students, such as marketing major Haley Edwards, feel that having a parking permit is extremely helpful.
I feel like having a permanent parking pass is beneficial for me because it allows me to go to the rec whenever I want to.
The Parking Services Division has begun handing out tickets to drivers who illegally park. Freshman Tyler Agnello says students should be held accountable if they haven't already bought their permits by now.
They did allow us enough time. We had started school in August, and 3 weeks is a pretty long time for you to get a parking pass.
Contact Parking Services if you have any questions or concerns about parking on campus. For Bobcat Update, I'm Zachary Covey.
College is hard. After moving away from home, many students find themselves needing moral and academic help. Student Support Services is a program that caters to low-income and first-generation college students by helping them adapt to campus life. Using money from the TRIO program, students can get free one-on-one peer tutoring in core courses, counseling, and academic success coaching. They can also rent textbooks. Additionally, students can broaden their horizons by attending cultural events like dance classes, cooking seminars, and plays. Student Support Services is located on the 5th floor of the LBJ Student Center. If you have any questions, visit their website at www.msa.txstate.edu/SSS, or you can call the office at 512-245-2275.
You can't spell success without SSS.